So it's our second day here. Actually, I wanted to show you around, so we didn't make the bed because we're on vacation. But this is our little Airbnb. Basically, it's just a big studio with a ridiculously big TV that we haven't even turned on yet. You know, AC, right? But the cool thing is regular size fridge, stove, microwave, everything you could need, pots and pans, that sort of thing. Coffee maker. The guy even left a French press with. They left some coffee. I can't remember what kind it is, even though we bring our own. But regardless, we got that. Eggs. Oh, what else? Yeah, most people like to see. And then it's cool, actually. And what I wanted to do, actually, I'll say this in the review, is that it's got one entrance here in the back, and then we have our kind of sliding glass door entrance in the front. And the reason I say that is because in the listing, it says does not have private entrance, and it pretty much does. So really nice shower. Bathroom, mics, and another mirror for my vanity. So anyway, so we're going to take off. We got the food, so a little bit of food here. Definitely bringing water. And obviously just cell phone. I got my sunglasses. So we are off to our next adventure today. So join us. So we have stopped here. Actually, you know what? There's a part of me that wants to... This is kind of annoying. I wonder if I can get this off. Hold on. There, that's better. All right, so we've stopped at John Smith's Bay Park, part of the Bermuda National Parks. Why did we do this? Well, if you saw any of our other videos, you know that I'm kind of the mindset that, you know, if the government spends money on it, i.e. the people's tax dollars, then hey, I should probably make use of it because to some degree, my money goes to that because, of course, I pay tax on what I'm doing here while we're here. So anyway, so we pulled in, we stopped here, but what our main goal is to get to a beach that has pink sand on it, and those will be further down south. We try to get to a beach that's called Pink Beach, and while it's called that, the sand is not that. And but anyway, it's just a day of cruising around and checking out the beaches, which is totally awesome. This is beautiful. And again, it's, you know, I've said this, I think, many times when I've been in an area that looks like this. It's like, oh my God, it looks a lot like Maui. Well, right. Most places in the tropics look a lot like other places in the tropics. Probably because they're in the tropics. But this is pretty awesome, man. I'm digging it. And driving the motorbike's pretty easy, which is cool, because I'm no, you know, I'm not a novice, but I'm no expert, let's just say that. So it's comfy when I can just sort of chill out. So Gracie's reading the signs. It's pretty windy. Water yesterday wasn't super hot. It wasn't super warm, but it wasn't chilly enough where it was like uncomfortable. I stayed in it after getting in it, so anyway. All right, we're gonna cruise a little bit further down the road. Maybe grab something to eat in an hour or so, but we're living the dream. So we stopped at another park, but I wanted to do this one really quick, as I assume most of the people that watch my videos are from America and potentially American. What I read at another sign, you know, relative to like keeping the environment safe, and I'm actually going to go up, I'll show you the sign of where we stopped. But what I noticed was they made this statement. They said, you know, it used to be more beautiful here, and there were all these stones and rocks and coral, and the environment was great and everything. However, the Americans, tourists and the Americans, took shells, brought them home, that sort of thing, right? So that's I mean, I've been to many places, and of course the beaches are beautiful. People want to take a bit back, but you multiply that by 2 million people, and you've got no more sand, no more beach. So this is Watch Hill Park. Watch Hill Park. So there we go. And you know, here was the interesting thing that I noticed about Bermuda is that they have beautiful beaches, right, where the sand is like, it's like flour. But then it doesn't like just go to like harder sand. It goes to rocks and stone, or rock, you know, rocks and stone. Rocks, stone. Anyway, and you know, coral to some degree right beneath it, but. And I love this grass, and I know this is going to sound silly because I don't know the answer, but like, is all grass that's in Bermuda grass? I don't know. But I love this. And did you get a panorama?
Yeah, I done.
Awesome. So Gracie got an amazing panorama. I'll try to include that. Her phone and her take great ones. Mine, on the other hand, does not. For some reason, it's like jittery, and the way that it works, it doesn't really splice it all together really well, whereas hers does. And her Oppo actually is one of those deals that people buy, or the way they advertise it is like, hey, this thing takes magic selfies. So I believe this is coral, I'm not sure, or like volcanic rock or whatever. Clinton's Place, July 29th, 1954 to December 21st, 2012. Rest in peace. I'm okay so far. So that's cool. Oh wow, this is beautiful. So Clinton, I love your place. Whoever you are and whoever made this plaque for you. You died approximately 6 years ago, so that's too bad. This is cool, like the way the waves come up. I gotta find out, as far as I know, there was at least one. So that bothers me down there, that bottle. I'm gonna go throw that away. I'm really excited that, oh boy, I can't even imagine this on bare feet. It would be like total torture. What's up? So, this bugs me that this is here, considering there's trash like right there, dude. Give me a break. I can't imagine that, like, anyway. And regardless of whether it is, I don't really care that it's alcohol. But, you know, it's kind of disrespectful to the environment. If it's a tourist, then you're a jerk. If it's someone who lives here, then, yeah, whatever, a little hypocritical. Not taking care of your trash. So anyway, all of that judgment aside, I'm a big fan of Clinton's Place. And in fact, I think they should rename this park Clinton's Place. How's that? Let's see, oh, hey, that's actually pretty cool. I assume that there's a life preserver in there. And for all emergencies, shout for help and call 911. So they have, I don't know if they have E911 here, since it knows where you are based on the GPS of your cell phone, but certainly they have 911. So that's pretty fantastic. But I love these places, man. And you know what's crazy? I mean, I guess this is like, this just grows naturally. I guess. I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine that they'd mow it, but it's like putting green grass. That's amazing. I thought that, like, I wasn't really aware that that potentially grew naturally. So Gracie's taking some cool selfies of the rock. I'm going to say this is volcanic and not coral, but I'm ignorant to the stones. But see, this is just like, I mean, this is the main reason we're here, to just discover, explore, check out new places, and what's up, bird? And just enjoy outdoors. But the main goal today, or the main sort of destination, and of course we're enjoying the journey as well as the destination, is to, I'm going to throw that away as well, is to find a beach with pink sand. That was kind of a neat curve coming around there, actually. I didn't know this park would go to the edge of that. But I love how when the waves flash up in the water. Just gorgeous. I gotta find out what movie it was. I think it was a James Bond movie where they had a scene here or something. I'm sure there was a car chase of some kind on roads that were absolutely not made for it. But anyway, there's a part of me that thinks that this is like, you know, throwing away trash here is like kind of karma, in the sense that if I do this, our groceries will cost less. Yeah, wouldn't that fantasy be awesome? I love looking at life through Gracie's lens. Be careful, dude. That would be horrible if she got hurt. It's one thing if I get hurt. I don't know why that bothers me less. It probably bothers my mother more. What do you think? We shall. You know what stinks is that there's no kick stand. There's like a stand, but there's no kickstand. And that would be super convenient right now to be able to do this versus having to do that each time. But I guess what this guarantees is that the bike will basically never fall over. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, a few more selfies and we're off. Just gorgeous.